introduce. I'm doing the giveaway. You're doing.
Okay.
Introducing them. So,
Yeah.
I'll take that. You can stand next to me. You got to introduce yourself.
I don't necessarily have to.
We're gonna introduce us.
Just go. Just go.
Stand next to me. Support me.
Yeah, it's on.
There's still kids there. You wanna start?
Hello. Yo. Still waiting on some people to get in their seats. If you can hear me in the lobby, please make your way into the sanctuary and have a seat. Speak louder. What do you mean speak louder? I'm speaking pretty loud right now. People in the lobby, I need you to make your way into the sanctuary. Do it one more time. Just go yell in there. That's the energy I like to see. All right.
To entice you, we're doing our giveaways, so come on, run inside.
It's fine. Just go.
All right. Is everybody here who's supposed to be here? Can I get a wave that you're awake? Like, hello, y'all. Hi. So one of you lucky people have won a beanie and a bracelet for commenting under our video. He did a little cross emoji. I appreciate that. It's kind of adorable. So, drum roll, please, for who won this giveaway. I'm going to try my best. Diego Macias. If you can come up right now. You want us to throw it at you, or you want to pick it? There you go. Hey, good catch. Congratulations. Also, if you guys want cool merch, remember, go back all the way in the hallway. We got books, t-shirts, sweatshirts, bracelets, beyond your wildest dreams. Something like that, exactly. So if you want anything, you want to look blinged out, look cool, head on back there.
Yeah. So now during this session, we have two very special speakers that we have already seen, but we haven't heard them speak. So I'm very excited to hear what they have to say, and I'm going to introduce Pop and John and Red Tips. Give them a round of applause.
Yeah. Okay. What's up, everybody? Hi. What's up? We just have one mic? I guess so.
Hi guys, how's it going? Oh, I'm talking first. I'm emceeing. All right, hi. How are you doing? Good to see your lovely mugs. Are you guys awake now? You guys got some food in you. You feeling good? All right. So this portion of the shout is going to be talking about how you can use your gifts in anyone that they may be, in glorifying the Lord. So, yeah, I guess where would I start? Prayer. Prayer is a great place to start. God, I just thank you. Thank you for this time. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the ability to do the things that we do. Thank you for the means to do what we do. And I thank you that you're here. God, I thank you that the words that we speak, God, I pray that it falls on good soil. God, I pray that it's wisdom. I pray that it's life. And I pray that it gives somebody the opportunity to do something that they may not have had the confidence to do something that they may not have known that they would be able to do, and to do it to glorify you and to bring people into the knowledge of who you are in your kingdom. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So, I'm a rapper. I've been rapping for a couple years now. Who clapped? Shout out to the clapper. Yeah, so I've been rapping for maybe like 5 years officially now. I started rapping when I was in high school though. Still remember the first rap I ever said. It was walking to the bus stop. Super embarrassing, but it was like, tell me about your ride. I'm gonna tell you about my ride. And I just made up these hypothetical cars that I didn't even have. And I was like, I ain't old enough to drive, but when I get my ride, I'm gonna have the Lamborghini with the suicide size. And it's like, I still remember like just walking to the bus stop and like doing it. Not that I even thought that I would be doing it professionally or like as a job. But it was just me riding to school. Would I ever do that in front of my friends? No. But it's kind of like what I was telling you guys earlier. For me, it was kind of like a fear of looking, quote unquote, stupid. Feeling like if I were to say that I had this gift or say that I had this passion, that I would have to like do it. And it's like opening myself up to the thoughts of the people that were around me, peers, people that I love to be around. That was something that was scary for me. Especially growing up the way I grew up. Growing up where most of my friends, we would just pick on each other for no reason. But it was like our term of endearment, kind of. As weird as that may sound, it's like we would just crack jokes on each other. But it kind of like puts you in this state of like making sure that everything was on point. Or like making sure that if somebody did decide to try to crack jokes on you or something like that, that they had as little amount of ammo as possible. Because if they had like, you know, a good amount, it would just be like, you get roasted. Like the session would be long. So it'd just be bad. See, he gets what I'm saying. He understands. So it's like, it put me in a state of not wanting to be vulnerable or not wanting to share my gifts, or my talents and things like that. So I think a piece of what I want to talk about with you guys is just being vulnerable. And it's a very vulnerable thing, especially in today's time when it comes to like gifts like rapping or even art. If you paint or popping, dancing and stuff like that, a lot of people won't appreciate the start of something or the growth of something. Like the Bible says, it's like don't despise small beginnings, right? But a lot of people despise small beginnings. Because it's like until you've proven yourself to be good at something, you're not valued in that area. Nobody looks to you for that thing. So it's like you are the thing that people will poke fun at joke, but it's because you're stepping into something that's new. But a lot of people don't step into new things because they're afraid of what people have to think. So when they see somebody doing that thing, which is stepping out into something new, they try to pull that person back into their insecurity, which is, oh no, you're starting something different. So I pick at you because I feel like if I started something different, somebody would pick at me. So it's like, it's just a cycle that tries to get you stuck in not stepping out and not doing the thing that the Lord's actually called you to do. And there's a lot of reasons that we feel like validates that. But I feel like us being children of the Lord, one, he gives us the ability and he gives us the strength to step out. He gives us the strength to go against the grain and do the things that he's calling us to do. And it takes boldness. It takes courage, because it's like the first time he ever asked me to like step out and pray for somebody outside of church, I was just like, are you sure you want me to do that, Lord? Are you sure you want me to go pray for that person? Surely this is the devil telling me to go pray. I bind you, Satan. Get behind me. But eventually it's like I gained the courage to do it. And courage didn't look like being amazing at it. Courage looked like doing it scared sometimes. You can ask my wife. Sometimes we go out and evangelize, and to this day I have moments of like, I evangelize to somebody and I'm sweating bullets. And it's not hot. It's just, I'm just nervous. And it's like growing out of the feeling of, growing out of the thought of what people think is a real thing when it comes to stepping out and using your gift. And I don't want to overtalk. I feel like Papa John really has something to say speaking into this thing. So I'm going to pass the mic to him.
No, thank you. Yeah, amazing, dude. Well, there's a few things that I totally relate. But one of them is when I first started dancing, I wasn't scared. It was like I wasn't afraid to. I would like learn one move that was horrible, and the next day I'd be like, "Yo, check out my new move, man!" And so I kind of like always step forward without the fear of like, "Oh, what are these people gonna think?" It's like I just automatically I had the main passion to learn this thing, yeah, but definitely my peers, I mean, it gets rough and cracking jokes and like, I think it does kind of root from insecurities. Like sometimes you get support as you're starting out, and then as you get better and better and better, all of a sudden that support kind of like starts to be smaller and turns into a little bit of like, oh, that guy thinks he's dope now because of XYZ. So, yeah, I've been able to experience some of that. But, God's good, man. And I don't operate in fear ever, So that's something that I don't know if my parents instilled in me or not, but I don't operate that way. When, there's things that happen in our lives, I take a step back, I step forward in faith, and I'm not fearful. So I think that's really important, especially if you're pursuing a craft or some talent that you have. If you just know that God has your back and you're stepping forward in faith and with the right intentions, it's like it works. It works. Regardless if your career doesn't like skyrocket or something, it's still, the journey is the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been rapping 5 years. I've been popping for 25 years. So I started when I was 12. Yeah. I started when I was 12. You got skills, dude. I started when I was 12. I'm from Farmington, New Mexico. Yeah, so this is really cool to be back home. I lived in Albuquerque for about a year with my aunt and uncle. And then I moved farther south down to El Paso, Texas. So now I'm in Las Vegas. I lived in Los Angeles for a while, but like I bounced around a lot. But this is where I was born and grew up. So I think I was 21 or 22 when I left New Mexico. But yeah, it's really awesome to be back home. And I've been a part of the Shout in Pennsylvania. I met Brian. He found me on Instagram, and we just clicked, and it grew from there. Like, I think we're like 5 years in or something. And I met Red Tips 6 months ago, before you were a dad. Congratulations. Right. Crazy. And yeah, it's been an amazing journey. So, yeah, we're happy to be up here and chat with you guys. I think we did want to take some of the questions that were submitted, if that's possible. Yeah, does any of you guys have questions? Anything? Don't be scared. Am I a robot? No. Flesh and bone. Yeah. But lots of practice. I totally have put so much hours into my dance. I used to get off work at a restaurant, and me and my buddies would go to a dance studio that I had keys to, and we would practice all night long. So it was just, and I never felt like, oh man, I gotta go to practice. It was like, yeah, practice. Let's get our skills up because we have this battle, or so yeah. Go ahead, guys. Yeah.
So would you say you're at your best when it comes to dancing?
Would I say, am I at my best? That's a pretty deep question. So I feel like I'm at my best when I'm with my son and my wife, like family mode, right? When I have my family around, that's my best moment. But when I'm dancing, I'm free. I'm totally free. I really enjoy dancing. I love performing. And it's something that I've used over the years to completely disconnect from, like reality almost. When I'm dancing, I get into this zone. I'm connecting with the music, and it's a great feeling, especially when you get really good at it. So, right now in my life, or do I feel like I'm in my prime? It's weird. Like, as I've gotten older, I've gotten better without practice. So the cool thing about popping is the cool thing about popping is that I don't know, there's longevity in the dance. You know, I'm not really hurting my body at all. There's not too much wear and tear that happens while I'm doing the dance. There's a few things that I could do as a youngster that my body doesn't want to access right now. But for the most part, I feel like I keep getting better. Yeah, so hopefully I'm not in my prime yet. I hope I'm not on the downslope of my ability. So... at 7. So you have to stay. You have to stick around.
You have to stay.
Yeah, you got to stay.
Why did I start rapping? Oddly enough, I actually got into rap because of my dad. Fun fact. He used to rap, and then he would take me to like different events that he'd go to, as far as like Christian rap and stuff is concerned. And then he took me to my first studio, actually, to where I wrote my first song, which I still remember, and it's still cringy when I think about it. It's just, you want me to sing it? I don't remember the verse. I remember the hook, though. It was like, dang it, I forgot. It's like, I'ma ride till the wheels fall off, fall off. I'ma ride till the wheels fall off. See, my boy, he vibing, so it might not be that bad. But I still remember he took me to my first, like one of my first shows where I performed that song, and I was so like, I was not full of confidence. I like got up there, didn't know what to do, and I was like, cut the song, cut it off, and he would not cut the song off, and he just watched me sit up there and flounder like a fish out of water, and I was just like, oh my gosh, mortified. But yeah, that's kind of like how I got into it. Why I do it now, I feel like the Lord's called me to do it. I feel like it's one of the ways that I get to reach out and not only share a message, but share hope, and share like life with people, the things that the Lord's taught me. Just have fun. It's my form of worship. So yeah.
So when did you like start like realizing like oh, I'm actually pretty good at rap, you know, and you wanted to like start doing it, you know, like was this in like high school and like you were like, I want to be like a rapper, you know?
Yo, I actually realized that I could do this rap thing when I was in my second year of Bible college. No, my first year of Bible college. I had made a song and then submitted it to this blog, this rap blog. They call it Rapzilla, but they do a Critique Friday like every Friday, right? And I ended up like submitting it and I won it. And then I dropped the song. They helped me release the song like on all platforms and stuff like that. And the song did really good. And I really wasn't expecting it. But at that moment, I was like, oh, shoot, I think I could do this rap thing. Yeah, so it was then.
I want to piggyback off that real fast. So, like, it's weird. There's moments, did you feel like you weren't good at rapping at that time? Like when you had that song?
No, I felt like I was great. I felt like I was great. I think it just switched from being something that I did for fun, to being something that I wanted to pursue as far as like a living is concerned. Because I was always fine, like I'll make rap songs and go just perform them at churches or like youth groups or whatever. But I never thought to be like, hey, you can drop this on Spotify and it'll be on Apple Music and all the things, and you can actually earn like a wage from this. I just thought I was kind of like local good. I didn't know that it would translate and like a lot of people would love what I actually do.
Yeah, it's like there's things that we're all good at, you know what I'm saying? And it's difficult to like know it, you know? And usually we get it from our outside, you know, the people around us. Like if I do a move and I see somebody go, oh man, how did you do that? I'm like, oh, I did something good, right? So you get all this positive feedback. But a lot of times our circle is kind of a negative circle, you know, where you do something like, oh, dude, that's whack, you know, like, and then you don't want to do it again. So it's really tough, to be honest, especially at, you know, in your teenage years. It's like, it's rough, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's, if you have something in your heart, like, I want to do this thing. Like, dude, I'm from Farmington, you know what I mean? Like, popping isn't like, Farmington's not a popping mecca, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was a few of my buddies that could do it. We saw stuff on TV, and that's where I started. That's where I learned how to dance, you know? And then as I started traveling and venturing out, I kept getting that positive feedback, you know what I'm saying? So like, all of us have something that we want to pursue. It takes a little bit of, I don't know if tenacity is the right word, but like perseverance. Like, you got to push through those tough moments, you know, where you feel like you're not dope or you feel like you're not good at something. Yeah.
How long did it take for you to, what was the longest time that it took for you to learn a move?
The most amount of time to learn a specific move, right? So I have a move that I do with my feet, which is called a side glide. It's this one, like this. Bang. That one took a long time. I don't know exactly how long, but there was a moment where it clicked, you know? So like, it was definitely years in. But the way that I learned was pretty organic. I didn't just focus on like this one move at a time. You know, it was me and my buddies kind of like playing dance. We were trying to figure out like little cheat codes to find moves. But definitely it's taken years to get good at it. So.
Why is your name Red Tips?
If you have a question, you could just walk over here to the side, and then I feel like it's a lot more clean looking and functional. But how did I get the name Red Tips? So I had this vision one day. The Lord woke me up. I was dreaming. It was 4:47 a.m. exactly. And no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I had my dreads, dyed red when I was in school. And I was like an amazing football player. You can look at my highlights. They're on YouTube. But I was like running. I ran a 4.54, squatting over 400 pounds, benching over 300 in high school. Like, I was him. So I was really good and like kind of one of the popular kids, but they called me Red Tips, and it just stuck. Like when I started doing music, so that's how I got the name. Yeah.
Why did you become a dancer?
Okay, so my first experience in dance, like wanting to just do the thing, not necessarily be a professional dancer. First, I was at a family reunion, and we were at a campground where they had, it was really weird, but they had like a teen nightclub in the campground. And one of my cousins could do the Running Man really good. And basically all of us kids were around, and he was like doing the Running Man all the way around, you know, like having a good time. So that was my first like moment where I was like, oh, dance is pretty cool. And then fast forward maybe a few months, I went to my first middle school dance, and all of the girls were on one end of the gym and all the guys were on the other. And we were like, what are we supposed to do? You know, like, and these two guys jumped out and started breakdancing and totally like broke the ice, and everybody, you know, got around them, and it became a really fun time. So that night I went home and I learned how to do the worm. You know what that is? Where you kick your legs and your body does this. I'm not doing the worm.
All right, let's go.
Hey, 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 hey. That was like the fish out of water.
Is it supposed to hurt my chest?
That's why I didn't want to do it. All right, so, but then after I learned my first move, me and my friends just started getting really good. My dad would take us to like dance competitions. Like, Dad, there's this jam in the middle of, Arizona somewhere. And he would drive us there and we'd battle some dancers from there. But after high school, I really decided that I wanted to do dance as a profession. So that was like the moment where it was like, okay, am I going to go to college or am I going to pursue this thing that I don't know what's going to happen? It was just like I knew that I wanted to dance. So, yeah.
Can you teach us how to do some of your moves?
Yes. So first, what you want to do? You put your foot like that, right? And then you gotta turn it like, I'm kidding. I feel like this is your job. There you go.
I can make it a really quick one. Cool? But you have to try it. All right, who wants to learn a move? All right, come up here real quick. Come up here real quick. All right, make sure you got enough room. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, it's going down. Okay, cool. All right, we're going to go very basic, and then we're going to go advanced, and then we'll be done, okay? So, can you hold this?
I'm holding this.
So I just have two things. I was wondering how you guys met.
Oh, Pop and John had a flat tire one day, and he didn't know how to change it. And I was just driving down the street. No, I'm kidding. We met at the shout last year. Well, 6 months ago. Yeah, that's the first time I met him. So, yeah, we did kind of like what we did this week there. And then I was just like, dang, this is a cool guy. And he was likewise. He's like, I am a cool guy as well. So we know each other now.
I was also thinking it would be cool if, like, we took your rapping and your dancing and put them together. Like, you made a song and then he danced to the song.
It's in the works.
For the next show.
It's in the works. Yeah. It's going to happen. Thank you.
Good suggestion. Right? Thank you. Plug.
What's your favorite move and your favorite thing to rap?
Ooh, what's your favorite move?
And you have to show it to us.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
I have a lot of favorite moves. Okay, one of them is this move, okay? It's basically like a magic trick with my body, okay? It looks like this. Magic. And what's your favorite thing to rap about? Oh, you're a little off. A little off. Ooh, there it is. There it is. You've been practicing.
I'm trying to get on your level. I watch YouTube. What's my favorite thing to rap? It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Now where you at? Now there you go. It's peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
What advice do you have for someone who likes singing and dancing?
Ooh. You can do both of those things together.
I do both of those things together.
That's what I'm saying. Advice that I would give you is keep going. Like I said earlier, a lot of people may not give you what's the word I'm looking for? Like a backing or like, what's the word I'm looking for? Support. A lot of people may not give you support in the beginning because it's the beginning. I would say in spite of the support, keep practicing your dance and keep practicing your singing. Keep practicing doing them together. And in time, you might already be amazing. I don't know. I haven't heard you do it or seen you do it. Can I see you do it? Okay. I take that side.
I know where you can find it because my middle school actually went to California and won first place.
Let's go. It's because of your dancing and singing. I'm telling you if you don't know. You tipped them over the edge. But I would keep practicing. Keep practicing and keep doing it. In spite of what people may think, just keep going because even though they may not see it now, the more you do it, the better you get, the more you progress, and the more serious they see you about it, people will come around.
And my advice would be put time aside for both of them, like individually, because dance is a very big subject and music is a huge subject. So you could be very musical and you're like, oh, and I have a few dance moves. But you could nurture both of those things and get really, really good if you kind of like approach it kind of like strategically, like, okay, I'm going to spend this much time on dance a week. If you really want to like pursue it and be really good at it, everything takes time. It takes time and you're going to learn really fast if you kind of prioritize a few things in your day, So spend time doing it. I've had friends that were into dance at the same time that I was, but I spent more time practicing than they did. And it was very noticeable over the years how much better at dance I was. They were still into it, but they just didn't put the hours in. So it's really important to like really practice. Cool?
what is your favorite thing to do other than dancing and rapping?
Jesus. Next question. Other than rapping and Jesus, I have a kid now, so one of my favorite things is spending time with my kid. If I took the not dad answer out, and I can't say spending time with my wife or my son, I really like playing video games. Yeah. What do I play? I play COD. I played Fortnite. I have to re-download Fortnite. No? Okay. So COD, Fortnite. Which one? Warzone? You guys don't like Warzone? Bro's like, it's all right. All right. Yeah, so that's what I do.
Yeah, if I can't say spending time with my family, taking care of my son, being with my wife, with my parents, with my whole family, and it would have to be like an activity. Yeah, one of my favorite things is to be outside, like in nature, you know, whether it's like swimming in a lake or hiking in mountains, mountain biking, things like that, like really being outdoors. Those are some of my, best memories. Well, I live in Vegas, so we have a couple of little like mountain biking trails, and I usually have my son on his little seat in the back, so I don't do anything too crazy. But yeah, it would be that. Yeah. Thanks.
When you're performing, how do you keep from getting stage fright or anything?
Good question. She said, when you're performing, how do you not get stage fright? I don't know. I really like dancing. I mean, I like showing people what I've learned over the years. You know, there's been times where I was nervous to get on stage, but I learned over time that those nerves actually add to my performance. You know, like I almost welcome them because there's a certain amount of adrenaline. I mean, I almost shake a little bit. And it turns out that for popping, that helps. You know, it almost makes the moves look better. But yeah, there's times where I'm really nervous, you know, especially when it's like competition, where I'm going to battle somebody. So somebody else is trying to diss me with their dance moves. I know it's really funny to like put it into words, but like it's kind of, it's nerve-wracking because I could get totally smoked in front of a bunch of people, and it's scary, you know. But it's it's true. But then you kind of fall in love with actually performing, you know. So I would take very small steps to get there. You know, it's like you don't want to step on a stage where there's 30,000 people and be like, oh, hey guys, this is my first, time doing whatever I do. But I think that you should take small steps and have people around you that do the thing that you're doing, because it helps when you have a team behind you. You know, if I've ever been on stage with friends of mine, it was way easier than being on stage by myself. So, yeah.
Do it scared. Facts. I was nervous when I came here. And I've been doing this for a minute. And I still get nervous. When I played football, I get nervous before every game. I feel like he said, it's just a part of like the adrenaline part of it and things like that. But not being afraid to do something isn't absent of the feeling. It's the ability to make the choice in the feelings to still do it. Yeah. So if you're afraid to do something, you can still, or if you feel afraid to do something, you can still do it. Yeah.
What are your real names?
Aaron Barker.
My name is John Wesley Jordan Austin. John Wesley Jordan Austin. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those are like 4 first names. Yeah. That's my mom and dad over there. You can thank them. Thanks, Mom and Dad. John Wesley Jordan Austin.
What's your guys' favorite song to jam to right now?
It's a song by Tori Deshawn called Peep. Oh gosh, what are the words? Wait. It's like, it's weird to sing it because you need the beat to make it make sense. Oh gosh. Is there Spotify somewhere? No? Yeah? Can you put Tori Deshawn Peep? No, yeah, Peep. P-E-E-P. But he's like, doom, 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 doom. Yes! Are you ready? Head on, slides on with my eyes open. Eyes up, they don't like when your mind's open. I'm pretty be on game about a lot of things. He ain't beat around and burn it, but she made it plain.
I'm trying to get to the root.
You trying to bark, little dude.
How you trying to enlighten me in the
Dark, little dude. Hold chill, hold on, don't get too hyped. I be peeping everything. I be like, But yeah, this is one of my jams right now. Like, I love this song. I love how it's produced. I love, like, yeah. And Tori's a great guy, so.
I'm old school, so yeah, my go-tos are So Rough, So Tough by Zapp and Roger. Way before your time. Hey, can you play So Rough, So Tough by Zapp and Roger? No, come on. It's not too outdated.
You didn't peep the disrespect. He's like, it's on Spotify, it's too old, it's not even on there.
Yeah, it's clean. Turn that up. So that's my go-to.
Thank you.
Can y'all freestyle?
Yo, can we freestyle? Give me a word. Pick up. All right. Okay. Yeah. Give me a clap on beat. Okay. Hey, Holy Spirit got me up. Had to pick me up. I was really down. Had to fill me up. Yeah, I'm up now. And I'm really stuck. God got me feeling like I'm God got me really feeling like I'm never going down. Gotta get that if I go up, then I'm staying there. I ain't got no hair, but I got some hair. I'm not the best freestyle artist, but all right, your turn.
Pick up. Yeah. I got a pickup truck. Hear that? Bars.
Okay, I have two questions, if that's okay. The first one's a serious question. It's like, who inspires both of you? Like, who's not Jesus?
I have tons of inspirations in my life, my journey. For dance, there's a guy that passed away a couple of years ago. His name's Poppin' Taco. I know it's a funny name, but he's basically like the Michael Jordan of popping, you know, for this style of dance. And he's in like a bunch of movies in the 80s. And his just quality of movement was top tier, like kind of untouchable, because he could do multiple things very, very well. So yeah, Poppin' Taco, Popntaco. Yeah.
Poppin' taco, taco, taco. I'm kidding. My inspiration, excluding Jesus. Yeah, I burped into the mic, so what? I would have to say, thank you, claps. Right? I would say one of my inspirations, as of recent, I don't even know if you guys will know who he is, but it's a guy who goes by Rick Rubin. What he does not play an instrument. He does not rap. He does not sing. But he gets paid millions of dollars to share his opinion on music. Yeah, in his creative journey. So he's worked from the Beatles to Jay-Z to I don't know. What's the lady who made Jolene? Jolene. Yeah, Dolly Parton. Like, he's done country to like just crazy music. I don't know if he's worked with Whitney. He might have. I'm not sure. But hearing him talk about creativity has really like opened me up. And it's simple things that you don't necessarily think about. He's like, hey, have you ever tried recording vocals upside down? I'm like, what the heck? Like, why would I do that? But he's like, it's funny how when you change one thing, it changes your whole thought process about creativity. To where it's like, if you hadn't put yourself in that recording or that situation to do that, then what comes out that day may have never came out. How he talks about creativity as worship to God, even though he's not necessarily like a Christian, which is like, that mind boggles me, because he can acknowledge that creativity is actually outside of himself. And it's kind of like you check into creativity one day to create something, and it's kind of like you never know what you're going to pull out. But he also talks about creative ideas as something that if it doesn't come from you, it's going to come from somebody else. But it's because if you bring it into Christianity, right, it's like if the Lord can't get you to speak this message, he'll give it to somebody else, and somebody else will speak it. I remember Catherine Kuhlman would talk about, I think she said she was the third or the fourth person that God asked to do what she did. And it's just like God has callings and God has things that he wants us to do and he wants us to say. But it's like he's looking for ones who are willing to do it. So, yeah, Rick Rubin's probably one of mine right now.
The other one is, can you do a head flip?
A head flip?
No, but that was great. No way. Maybe someday. I totally don't want to do that. I'm an old man.
What happened to not living in fear, brother? Are you afraid right now? I'm kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, that was funny. That was just funny.
Okay, my question is, how do you guys like balance like your own life or like going to school while like working on music or dancing, like, and keeping your passion a priority while also like your life? Do you understand? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did y'all hear her question? Okay, she said, how do you balance doing like music and stuff with your personal life and like other aspirations and goals and things? Pretty much. I'm not gonna lie. When I did not have a kid, it seemed a lot harder. I have a kid now, and I'm like, I had it so much easier back then. Like, you don't realize you're not married and you don't have a child. You have all of your time, literally all of it. So I think creating a schedule around what you want to do will probably suit you best. If you schedule out, like, this day I'm going to work on, say you want to perfect music. It's like, this day I'm going to choose to devoting towards music. Tuesday, I'll choose to devote towards cooking if I want to learn how to bake. And then you can just alternate between the things you want to do. Even if you want to do 2 days doing one thing, 2 days doing another thing. Yeah.
You said that you went to school, right? You were in school while you were doing music.
Yeah.
Did it make it feel like going to school was like not important because you weren't working on music?
No. Because I could go to school, do my homework, and then go straight to music. Yeah. Or go straight to like whatever I wanted to do. I think the challenge when I got married was I have to do the things that I have to do and not neglect the person that I've knitted my soul to, literally. So it's like I have to spend time and I have to cultivate my marriage as well as spend time cultivating like my music. So getting married was one like way where it's like I already had to split time. But then it's like you throw a child in the mix, and it's like he's up when you're not. It's like he wants to be like involved in, like, you want to spend time with your child and you want to do all the things. So it's like now I have to spend time with my wife because that's still important. It's like you still have to cultivate your marriage, but you also have to not neglect your child. And it's like have family time. And on top of that, it's like you have to find a way to get away from both of them at times to do music and like to focus on the things that you feel like the Lord's calling you to. I feel like balancing it looks different now versus like in hindsight. If I knew now what I knew like before I was like married, oh man, if the work ethic was the same, it's like I probably would have built a space shuttle and went to Mars or something. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, it's all about perspective. Like you might feel like your schedule is full right now, but being I'm a professional dancer, I'm a dad, and I'm a husband. So those things require so much effort and focus and time that I can get so much done in like a 2-hour thing. Like you can carve out 2 hours every day to do something, so it depends on what you're passionate about. I feel you about when you go to school, you feel like, oh, I don't, like, this has nothing to do with what I'm passionate about. I feel you. I feel that. But that's kind of how life is. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be things that you just got to take, like taxes, okay? For an example. I didn't know anything about taxes when I was younger, and I learned a really, like, valuable lesson. Like, I did really good in 2015 or 2016, and I got blasted with taxes. They're like, you owe $25,000, and I did not have $25,000. So I had to learn. So anytime I sit down and do taxes, like I get anxious. I hate it. I hate looking at numbers. I hate going through receipts. It's probably my least favorite thing, but I still have to do it. And the more that I prioritize some of those things, it gets easier, but school's going to finish, and if you find ways to get out of school and then focus on your passion and get good at like scheduling those two things, prioritizing things, because we all sit down and chill and Netflix and all that fun stuff, but you can put hard work in, It's been a long time since I sat and chilled and like watched TV, So, yeah, it's just a perspective.
What was your favorite country you traveled to, like Hawaii or something like that?
Oh, wow.
Wait, is it on?
Favorite country?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been totally blessed with being able to travel. I think, man, I've been to so many places. One of my favorite places to go is India. I've been to India a few times. This past year, I did a 2-week tour there, and just the people there are so warm and inviting and very passionate about dance. So that's one of my favorite countries to go to. I did a contract in Denmark. Denmark was really, really cool. But I love culture shock. I love it when I go to a new place and everything is different. The smells are different, the food's different, cars drive on the wrong side of the road. I mean, clothes are different. So I really enjoy just the culture shock.
Mine was China. I went to China for like 3 weeks on a missions trip. Got to go see the underground church, but I actually got to like hang out with the people there. Like what John said, the culture shock is crazy. Because it's like driving. You know how you feel safe in a car?
No.
You don't feel safe in a car?
No.
Okay, so imagine not feeling safe times 20. Because everything's a suggestion. The lines in the street, suggestion. Stop sign, suggestion. Stop light, suggestion. People honk their horns, and it's like normal, like to just let you know they're there. But it's like you're on the wrong side of the road already, and it's just like crazy. But also the people there, at least the people that I met there, They were just really genuine people. I love Asian people generally. I love anime. That's like one of my jams. Who said woo? Yes, Sawyer. I love anime. So Asian countries generally are like my jam. So yeah.
So, what is your favorite type of rap that's not Christian or anything else, but just rap, you know?
What's my favorite kind of not Christian rap? Let me think about it. Okay, my favorite like non-Christian like artist person. Have you ever heard of Nick D? Yeah? Yeah, I like Nick D. Nick D, I mean, it's kind of a cheat question because Nick D's a Christian. He just doesn't make like typical Christian like music. So his music's still really clean, but it's not like, it's just music that you can just jam to. So I like him. I have a friend named Graham. He was a producer. He's such a great guy. But Graham is another great guy. He just made his first like explicitly Christian song, to my knowledge, and dropped it just last Friday. But he has like 1,700,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Like he makes amazing music. But it's all just like, it's music. Yeah, so.
Sorry that I'm back here again. So, Pop and John, what's your favorite song of Red Tips? And Red Tips, what's your favorite dance move of Pop and John?
My favorite song of Red Tips is Tricky. Yeah, probably your guys' too. Yeah, Tricky. That's my favorite.
All right, my favorite dance move from Pop and John, he actually already did it, but it's the... I'm trying, man. I feel like I'm all shoulders when I do that move, but yeah, that's one of my favorite. Yeah. That and when it like, he does movements that looks like he's underwater, but he's not underwater. He's just like, I don't even know how to do it, but yeah.
Thank you.
Can you beatbox while rapping?
While rapping? Gotta go up. Bro, I can't. I know what you're talking about. There's some guys who can, but I can't. Like, give me an example. Give me an example of what you're talking about.
Well, like that, but while you're... Like,
while I'm singing?
talking.
Okay, so I feel like the secret is you got to do a slower beat. So if I'm like, that's on my chest, give me some rest, gotta go get it. Yeah, so it's like, if you do a slower beat, I guess, kind of. Am I talented at that? I'm not sure.
I have two questions. First question, whatever. Oh yeah, I remember it now. What is your guys' favorite instruments?
Favorite instrument? I really like flutes. You play the flute? Where's your flute? Does anybody have a flute? Dang.
Yeah, mine would be electric guitar.
My other question is could you guys do two competitions? One is a rap competition and the other a dance competition.
Okay, who here is gonna rap? Wait, me and him have to rap? I thought I could be the judge and I could let somebody else rap. Right? You have like a minute to spit like a Christian bar. Right? Who's got Christian bars? Let's go. Ty. Yeah. You can do it.
She wants Ty to go first.
I believe in you.
All right, Ty, you ready? All right, you got to give me a beat, Red Tips.
What kind of beat? What kind of beat you want? Actually, Pop and John's a good beatboxer.
Beatbox. Give me some.
Okay.
Hey, Jesus is the air I breathe. He's more than anything I need. I know it ain't all on me, cause I got the king. That's all I got.
You ready? You're ready. Ember, let's give it up for Ember.
Sometimes I'm feeling down, now I'm up.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The Father is the
Hold on. Hey. Okay. Hey. The Father, Spirit. The Father, the Holy Spirit, and the Son. The Holy Trinity, that's 3 in 1. Don't talk to me about side I don't want to hear about ain't the Son. Hey.
Yo, give it up.
Hey, I'll go. Okay. I'm at the shout. Yeah, I'm going out with this rap. Oh, snap. It's all about you. I tried. Dance battle. Do we need 2 people? Huh?
We're dancing.
He wanted someone to compete rapping and then someone to compete dancing. All right.
Oh, we got dancers? We got dancers up in here? Who's dancing? Okay.
What do we? You guys choose. You choose, Pop and John.
Okay, we got, yeah, he's definitely in. Yeah, you guys come on in. Come on over. You got these 2 with the hands up. You got your hands up? Okay, cool. You want to come through? All right. Bam. Singer, dancer, yeah, you.
I think.
Come on.
They need a song?
Yeah, let's get a, can we get a track?
What about a Red Tip song? Go to Red, we got to play one of.
All right.
What's a good song, Red Tip? What should we play?
Tricky.
Tricky.
Play Tricky.
Play Tricky.
That's my jam, dude. All right. Rules. 1 dancer at a time. Don't take too much time. Cool? Looks like you're going first, man. You got it? All right. Drop it. Turn it up. Turn it up. Yes. Oh. Hey. Oh, okay. Oh, he's going. He got stuck. There we go. Yo, make some noise. All right, who's up next? Here we go. Yeah, drop it. Turn it up. Who's up? Huh? Oh, yeah? Don't be scared. Hey. Hey.
All right.
Came prepared. All right. Who's up next? You can just let it play. Who's up? Hey, you guys raised your hands. There we go. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. All right. Yo, make some noise. Okay. Who's up? 1 at a time. I said 1 dancer at a time, dude. Yeah, you raised your hand. She's like, I'm ready. Hey. That's what all the cool kids are doing nowadays, huh? Who's up next? You got it? Oh. Bam. Hey, hey. Y'all give it up. Who's up? Let's go. He did. He says singer dancer. Get it. Oh, yes. 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 All right. All right. Who's up next? Nice. Hey.
DJ, can you play DTWD? DTWD. Oh, DWTD. I think that might be it. All right. What?
Perfect. You're up. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Nice. Yo. He knew it was dope. Who's up? Bam. Hey. Nice. She came prepared. Yes. Whoa. 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 I cannot do that. Very good. Who's up? Oh, you're going again? Oh, wow. That is fast forward. Still going. Still going. Make some noise. Oh, we got a new contestant. Oh. Nice. Got some MJ in there. Nice. He's put some hours in. Hey. I think you're last but not least. Hey, 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 hey. Sawyer's got some moves. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Bam, bam. Oh. Nice. Yo, make some noise. Okay. Yeah, Ethan. Here we go. Play Pick It Up. Please. Hey. Yo, make some noise. Okay. Bam. All right, let's get through these last couple questions. Thank you guys for entertaining all of us.
I don't even think I was judging. I was tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously.
Everybody gets a participation award.
Okay, so you said that you two were currently working on a song, like together with your rap and your dancing. Can you show us what you have so far? Like just improv it a little bit.
No, that wasn't what I said. We are definitely going to collaborate together. But the way it would look would be he would create a song and I would create a dance to that song.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be like a process where he would create lyrics that are matching the dance. You know, usually it's the music that would come first and then I would create a choreography to it or a freestyle. So it would probably be like a social media thing. But we haven't worked on anything together yet.
Okay.
I got a question for Red Tips. What position did you play in football?
Bro, your voice is deeper than I thought it was. I just want to start off by saying that. I played running back. I played a... Yeah. No. I played running back, and then I played cornerback and safety. But I primarily was running back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Could you do peanut butter and jelly time again?
I'm not gonna lie, DJ, you might as well play it. Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? All right, y'all ready? All right, y'all gotta get hyped if we're gonna do this, okay? Wow! I just realized this is going on social media. This is crazy. All right. No, I'm looking at them. They're recording. You can put it on social media. I don't care. Is it not on there? It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Now there you go. It's peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Now, where you at? Now, there you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Two more?
I think this is for Poppin' John. Do you break dance at all, or just poppin'?
Oh, yeah. So I started out breaking and popping together. And I got pretty good at breaking. And then about 6 or 7 years in, I decided to only focus on popping. But yeah, I learned how to do I was pretty good. I could do windmills and head spins and stuff like that, but I haven't practiced in a long time. Definitely not. Yeah, but I started out breaking. Yeah.
So, have you ever shown interest in rap or in dancing, and have you ever shown interest in rapping?
Check. No, I've always liked rap music, but I cannot rhyme words together. It's one of my defaults. So, no.
Yes, I like to dance. I'm not a Poppin' John. I'm more like a Floppin' John. Floppy tips, yes. So I do like small things, like more, I don't know, just TikTok dances or something like that, or like stuff for fun. So like just little moves and stuff. But it's like I'm not like. What's my TikTok account? Red Tips Music. Yeah, it's Red Tips Music everything. But yeah, that's my thing. I do like a TikTok dance, or something like that. But I don't know that one.
All right, my question is, if you all could explain what it's like to be a creative for Jesus, but in more of like, you guys are in the celebrity scene. Like, what's it like being a celebrity in the name of Jesus?
Oh, gosh. I don't think I've reached celebrity status yet. I'm definitely known in some circles, but not nowhere near this guy. So, celebrity status, you gotta talk to him. What it's like to be a creative for Jesus, I would say it's just like being a creative normally. You just choose to let not your circumstances, but your life and like your life experiences speak, right? So, of course, now that I'm saved, my life experience is governed by Jesus. So it's like that comes out in my music. So yeah, I think it's just using your gifts and your talents in a way that glorifies God. And doing it with excellence, I think, is something that a lot of people doing things for like Christian namesake I would love for them to get, because people aren't just going to listen to your stuff because it's Christian. People aren't just going to consume and enjoy what you have to give simply for the fact that it's Christian. So I would say honing your gift in a way that is excellent, that's presentable, that's been like refined, and then giving it to the world, because you wouldn't want to give something and be like, well, I'm not gonna say that, but my hopes is that you would want to give something to the Lord that's been refined. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough question, because when you say like celebrity status, you know, like well known, a name in an actual craft. So I have to be careful. You know, I have to be careful because there's things that I'm not comfortable with, that I say no to. You know, I get hit with like, hey, can you dance to this song? Can you, you know, and there's things that I won't promote, you know, because there's a real spiritual warfare happening, you know? So, and it's being fought through art, you know, it's being fought through art and music and movies. So me being a Christian, I have to kind of like let God guide me, you know, through my creative process. And I do my best to have clean content, you know? And honestly, it's tough as a dancer because a lot of Christian music, it doesn't have the beats that I'm searching for, you know, because it's a very specific dance style. So it's a struggle, you know, it's not super easy. But yeah, I definitely step forward in faith, and the fame thing comes, it's like you said, being a famous creative and being a creative is the exact same thing. It's just like one day people know who you are. You know, it's weird. It's like if you start creating, that that opens up the possibility for people to see you. You know, so I heard I heard some of your music that you're making. Like, dude, don't sleep on it. Like, you're good. Like, start creating and releasing it, because it's never going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I dealt with over the years, is like, I would be like, oh, am I ready to release this? It's not perfect. It's not exactly what I want yet, but it's never going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll still look at my videos that I post today, you know, and I'll be like, oh, that's not perfect, you know? And you just have to be comfortable with letting it ride, because you never know what it's going to do, you know, who it's going to touch. And it's not about the actual thing being perfect. It's about you growing as an artist and it living. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you just hold on to it and it's in your little file in your phone, it's only yours. You know what I'm saying? So it's I think it's very important to share your gifts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I think. Wait, did you guys want to take this last one? Okay.
Can you dance to Tricky?
I'll dance to Tricky at 7 o'clock.
He'll dance to Tricky at 7 o'clock. Last one.
Speaking of fame, do you guys have any thoughts maybe going on like America's Got Talent in your futures?
I think you're past the America's Got Talent phase.
I've been on America's Got Talent.
Oh, he's been on America's Got Talent.
So I've been on America's Got Talent. I've been on So You Think You Can Dance. I've been on World of Dance. So I got really far in World of Dance. The other two shows I didn't go that far. But it's television. It's a really tough thing to like break into. And a lot of those shows are really looking for a very specific story. You know, they want this like, this kind of sad story that you can like touch America's heart with and then have a high level skill. And a lot of times that I've come on those shows, I didn't have a sob story, you know, I had skill. And, you know, there's total struggle that happen, but they totally want that, like, we want you to say you live in your car type stuff, you know, and I'm like, I don't live in my car. So, you know, I know you guys want that as the story, but, you know, that's not the thing. So But once I got onto World of Dance, it was a good format for me, and I was able to tell my real story and do my real, skills. So TV's cool. It definitely got me a lot of opportunities, but it wasn't like an overnight success. Like every time I went through the process, I learned a lot. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys. Awesome. I think you guys have anything last minute you want to say? No? Brian has his hand.
Yeah, of course.
Can they pull this up now? I don't know how easy it is.
Yeah, if you just type in. No.
They're shaking their head. Maybe we can do it in the last session before or something, or maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but you guys are totally welcome to check it out. I have it on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Poppin' John SBK. And I have like a kind of a compilation of the 4 performances that I did on television. So,
yes, so you guys should check it out on YouTube. Okay, very last question.
I went through an audition process. So basically, I was living in Los Angeles, and I worked with an agency, and they would tell me when these auditions were happening. And they call those a cattle call. They basically, like, anybody can go. And I went through like these big filters where I would do my show in front of somebody, and if they thought it was good, then I would be able to do it to a next person farther up in their organization. So finally I got to the final like round where I could dance in front of these producers, and that's how I got on television each time. For World of Dance, they directly reached out to me because they had seen me before. But yeah, it takes time, and it takes a lot of practice, and you have to knock on those doors, because America's Got Talent's not going to knock on your door. World of Dance, these record labels, they're not going to knock on your door. You have to really pursue it. So that's what I did.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, guys, for your questions. It's my total privilege to be up here talking. Like I said, I'm from Farmington. I do the robot for a living. It's trippy, to be up here and being able to be used, for God's glory is amazing for me. There's not a lot of crossover of the dance industry and, these types of events. So, yeah, I'm so pumped to be a part of the Shout. I'm OG Shout, so I was in the first Shout. I've been to every Shout since. So this is like family, and I totally love it. I love everything about it. So thank you, guys.
I also love you guys, and I'm super thankful, super thankful to be up here. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's give them a big round of applause. So I think we're going to take a quick break, and then we will have our 4th session. So if you guys want to take, I think the break's, is it a 30-minute break? Yeah, it's 30-minute break. Okay.